to catch a predator, Paul Westwood. This is Interrogation. I don't believe he actually even ended up at one of the houses, but it's one of the more popular ones at almost 1 million views. So I figured that there was some meat on this bone. So let's go ahead and work with what we got here. All right. Are we ready? I'm ready. Okay. You can hear me well. Everything should be set up correctly. If there's any audio issues, let me know in chat, as always. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everyone, to another interrogation analysis. My name is Johnny Fox, and this one we're going to be watching Paul Westwood from To Catch a Predator. Let's go.
I'll see right here.
Hi, Paul. I'm Catherine Reed. I'm an agent with the Kentucky Bureau of Investigation. This is Detective Tom Nishke with the Campbell County Police Department. And they read you your rights earlier, and you know that you're under arrest, you're in custody, you're not going home. Okay. But we need to take care of some housekeeping issues first. He did go over your rights, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you understood them?
Yeah.
Can I have your home address first? You live there?
Since January, I'm rooming with my sister right now.
So is it her home?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you share the whole house, or do you live in a certain part of it?
I share the house. I sleep in the basement.
You sleep in the basement? Okay. So is that where you do most of your living?
Yeah.
The majority of it? Does she come into the basement where you stay?
Yeah, she has a craft room down there.
But is it separated? Is it one just big basement? How's that?
Yeah, it's
laid
separated
out?
by a door. I have a back bedroom.
Okay, so there's a wall and a door that makes it distinct from her craft room?
Yeah.
Okay. We need to get a...
I don't know why I've always thought basements were really cool, and whenever I buy my own house, I definitely want one with the basement if possible.
phone number
I want to make a basement arcade thing
for you. And you said you've been there since January. Okay.
And you said you lived in a house in Monroe?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it like in a subdivision, or is it? I've never been to Monroe. I couldn't tell.
It's a subdivision in Monroe.
Okay. Is it like a 1-story, 2-story house, or
1-story ranch?
One-story ranch.
You got all that?
Yeah.
So we're good to go. You have an emergency contact?
Yeah, my sister.
You want to give us her name and number?
Yeah.
So you no longer live at this... You're under arrest. We've already established that.
We're skipping forward so nobody that can read lips can dox this guy.
And I'd like to talk to you about your situation. I'm sure that you have a side of your story, and I know what I've seen. I know what I've read about. I've looked at the chat logs, and you came to Highland Heights to meet someone. But if you would like to talk to me about that, I would like to hear about it, but that's completely up to you.
I can fill you in.
Okay.
When I originally decided to do that, I I was having second thoughts, and I had a feeling. Guess because I watch too many police shows.
Mm-hmm. Now, you said when you originally decided to do that, what are we talking about?
Well, I originally decided to make the trip around 5 or 6 this evening. So I went, I ran an errand, and I talked myself out of going, went back home, and I hooked up with her again. And
Online?
yeah,
Hooked up with who?
Kylie.
Kylie.
Yeah. And I decided to, I don't know why I decided to follow through on it.
Okay.
I should have, I've never done that before.
We hear that all the time. $5 from Levi. Thank you so much. He says, "Please, sir, I really came all this way for no reason. I am 100% positive that is the cleanest and best pleasure predator. Believe it was Cody Green."
You've never met anybody in a chat room?
Well, I've met women in chat rooms, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, I have friends in the chat rooms who are my age or a little younger, but not that young.
Not that young, being 13.
Right, or under 20. But they're all friends.
Thank you for that, Levi.
And you know that all I've done is talk to them. I've exchanged with a few of them. I've exchanged phone numbers, and we've been talking on and off for months. Sometimes I don't go into the chat room for a couple of days or a week because I'm busy and tired. On the weekends, sometimes I like to just relax and get on and chat with the friends of mine who are on there and
So where are you when you chat?
in my room.
At home?
Hmm.
The address you gave us?
Yeah.
In the basement?
Hmm.
Do you have one PC, two?
One.
Okay. You have a webcam?
Hmm.
Anything else that you use, like a PDA or Trio, so
Just
that
the
you can stay connected? Everybody's connected these days.
Just the cam and the computer.
Okay. So is it a PC or a laptop?
PC.
And when you started, do you like go through like Yahoo to chat, or what do you go through to chat? I mean, what do
Hey,
you
Insanity Pepper.
go
Hey,
through
Matt.
to
How y'all
chat?
doing?
Well, I go on a MySpace chat room, the Ohio MySpace chat room. That's where I've been recently.
Is that where you met Kylie?
Mhm.
Tell me how you found her.
To tell you the truth, I'm not really sure. All I know is that I went into the Ohio chat room one night and somehow we just struck up a conversation and we exchanged instant messenger IDs. I think, well, we didn't chat in private until we went into the Yahoo instant messenger, and then exchanged information. Gave her my name and age. She seemed okay with it. As I said, I've never chatted with anyone in their 20s. but it
But this time you were okay with her being 13?
yeah, it was just, first it was regular chatting. We didn't really get, how can I put that? We didn't really get involved in special chats.
Mm-hmm.
She mentioned that she was with a
$5 from
42
Levi.
years
I
old
think
and
it's
she
5.
was.
Hold on. Let me exit out of this
Told me
window
how
really
that
quick.
went.
You ask her.
Multitasking a billion things at once. $5 from Levi. No, I've already read that. Hold on. Unless you said something. Yeah, that's okay. I see where I fucked up. It wasn't scrolling on one of the windows. The window where I make sure that YouTube is still running and they haven't kicked me off yet. Okay. Sorry. My bad.
Mhm. Off the top of my head, I don't know the specifics. All I know is, I asked her how it went and how she liked it and what all they did together. And I just don't know what made me want to follow through on it. As I said, I left the house once and changed my mind, and kind of wish I stayed with my gut feeling,
Yeah. So, what did you all talk about before you planned on coming over to visit?
What are we all talking about?
You had mentioned about special talk.
Yeah. You said that you didn't really have special chat in the beginning. What's special chat?
Well, what I considered special chats is cybering.
Pretending?
Mm-hmm.
Role playing?
Yeah.
So did you have any of those early on?
No. Just not to my knowledge.
Okay. What about before you came over?
I basically, when we set it back up, I basically asked her to wear a skirt. She told me when we originally decided to meet, we were going to meet at the bowling alley across the street. And she told me what she was going to wear. Told her what I was going to wear.
Now there was a little more conversation than that prior to determining where you were going to meet about kissing and hugging.
Yeah, I was mentioning to her that I'm romantic. I'm compassionate. Or I wouldn't mind kissing her. It's something I've never done.
It went beyond that as well.
Yeah, I don't remember what I said, to tell you the truth.
Do you chat a lot?
Do I chat a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with women my own age or in the neighborhood.
So you have a lot of cyber chat where you role play and you talk about sex.
Yeah, with women over 25.
Charles McAllister.
Talk
I've never heard of
specifically
him.
what you said to her, since you don't
But I'll look into it.
remember.
We just need some clarification. That's all we're looking for is, and I think you're being honest with us, and that's
Yeah.
all we're looking for.
Trying to be.
And
I just want to understand, where we were going with this.
I don't.
And if you can explain it for me, then, it makes things, I'm cool with it, he's cool with it.
To tell you the truth, I've never I'm not saying I've never chatted before, you know, that's a given.
Yeah.
But as I said, I've never chatted with anyone under, I'll say 20, to be safe,
Okay.
you know. Most of the women I meet are in their 30s and 40s. And it's just, you know, fun chat.
Well, let's talk about this real quick.
What screen name do you go by?
In Yahoo or in MySpace?
Both.
MySpace is Paul.
Paul.
Yeah, that's what my MySpace ID is.
Paul, just
Mhm.
Paul.
Yeah. In the Yahoo chat or in the Yahoo Instant Messenger, it's Pete-Wood11, but
What is-
with an underscore between Pete and Wood.
This here, and this chat, that's you?
Yes.
Okay. And this is the person you were talking with?
Yes.
Kylie, Kyllee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you recognize that?
Yeah.
And do you remember when you started chatting with Kylie?
Originally,
Yeah.
probably in 1 to 2 weeks.
Do you usually talk to somebody that long?
That
I
long?
mean, yeah, over that amount of time? 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of my friends I chat with almost every night.
So you consider her a friend?
Yeah, I guess.
You talk about in your chat that you're a lonely guy. What's that about?
Well,
You said you've been living with your sister since January,
Yeah.
so
Well,
bring me up to that point.
Okay, I was married in '01. Married for 4 years. We separated. She moved back in with her family. I moved to Westchester. And then I lived there for a year. And then January of this year, I moved in with my sister.
Mm-hmm.
My wife and I were very close for 2 of the 4 years, and we started drifting apart, and we're still friends, but we decided to separate. I'm in the middle of a divorce. I'm in the middle of filing for divorce.
You filed?
Yeah. I'm going to file. I've got the paperwork already.
So you're separated, actually.
We've been separated a little over a year. But we're still friends. We still see each other.
Sounds like you're in between relationships.
Basically.
Okay. Specifically, you talked to Kylie about, and you say special chat with you here on the phone while we're both alone. I'd love us to make each other feel good because I'm lonely tonight. Where were you going with
Well,
that?
basically a romantic chat.
Okay. Do you recall having this conversation?
Not word for word, but yes.
Okay, tell me about it.
I just suggested that we could get together and cuddle on the couch, watch movies or watch TV. I've told her on a few occasions that I am kind of lonely and I don't have many friends. That's why I go into the chat rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought we could keep each other company.
Do you think you would have wanted more?
I don't know.
I mean, you're lonely, I understand. And a lot of things are on your mind. Divorce, separation. Those are natural feelings. Okay? I understand. Do you think once you got up here, cuddling and being together, watching movies, do you think there could have been a point where possibly it could I went further.
Well, I would try to draw the line at cuddling.
In your chat, you specifically told her that you'd like to have oral sex.
So I probably would have went a little bit further.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And you graphically talked about how you would do that, and her breasts. You talked about staying the night. You talked about her being sexy in her nightgown. That
Not that way he's looking at her.
you'd be rubbing her thighs,
Just look at that look on his face. It's just like a death glare. It is pretty bad, isn't it?
massaging and kissing her breasts. And then you talked to her about if she had ever gone down on a guy, the guy that she had been with. And then you talk about that this aroused you, that you were ready to masturbate, to ejaculate from the conversation. So you did expect to have something happen when you went to the house?
Yeah, but I don't know what would have happened. I would have just played it by ear.
But your intention was to have sex tonight, or oral sex.
If it went that far, yeah.
Okay.
What, did you bring anything with you? Anything special with you? Bring any movies or anything with you tonight?
No. Just that bag of pop.
Okay, bag of pop. Was that for you, or did she mention you to bring that, or?
No, it was for me.
Okay.
So were you going to stay the night?
No, it wasn't.
No.
No, I had made my mind up to not stay the night.
Okay. What made you change your mind about that? In the chat, you indicated that you would spend the night.
Because he doesn't want to get shot. That's probably why. Doesn't want to get murdered.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about it coming down here, and I'm involved. I'm
Hey, Sierra.
actively involved in my church, and I have
Hey, Scout.
obligations to them.
So that would have made the
There
difference.
just
You
isn't
could have
much to
came down.
talk about with this fucking guy. He's just kind of like a goof. He just kind of just staring like, almost like a bird or something. It kind of looks like a bird man.
Here and had sex with her, but as long as you didn't
Maybe he should hire Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, to work for him.
stay the night, it was
Right.
okay.
Well, I wasn't planning to spend the night because I had plans for tomorrow. Anyway.
To go to church.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any on your computer? I know you chat a lot, and you said nobody under 20. If that was ever looked at, would there be anybody else around the age of 13, 14
Oops.
on
Let's
there that you chatted with?
fix
somebody
that really
looked at?
quick.
There's a few around 15.
Okay. And have you ever tried
Fixing
to
it
meet
now.
No.
How long ago was that?
How long ago did I meet him?
Yeah, how long?
At least a year.
Okay. And what'd you guys talk about?
Just normal stuff, sports, school, activities.
Did you get into a little bit of the cybrating too?
Not with most of them.
But you did with some of
There
us.
we go. That should fix it.
It was the same type of talk that you had here with Kylie. I think it's all but
Basically the same, yeah.
okay. On your computer at your your place there. There isn't any type of pictures of minors or anything on there, is there?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Do you visit any type of, fairly legal or anything like that? Underage, any type of websites or anything like that that you're aware of?
No.
Okay, so nothing like that would be on there?
Get Harvey Berman, attorney at law, to work for his ass. Might get him off.
What about, you said you had a webcam. Have you ever exchanged any explicit photographs or any pictures of you masturbating or while you're cybering? Have
No.
a more interactive situation where you can see them and they can see you?
Not with minors.
But it may be on your computer.
I'm not sure. I understand.
Photographs of you through the web.
Oh, it might be. I don't know. All I know about that webcam is that it's just a live feed. It doesn't save any still pictures.
Okay.
But have you exposed yourself? I mean, genitalia or anything?
Not
like
to
that?
minors.
Okay, not to minors, okay.
Have you ever sent any
Shouldn't expose yourself to anybody on the internet, idiot.
pictures to other adults?
To other adults, yeah.
Yeah.
The other friends of mine.
Okay. Are these men, women?
It's women.
Okay. So you term them as friends?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What sets them aside from someone who you may be interested in having a relationship, or are you interested in all at any given time?
I am interested in one specifically for a potential relationship. She lives in Oklahoma, and we basically talk every night. Not online, but we talk every night. We've chatted on her nights off.
Mm-hmm. Now, in this particular chat with Kylie, there you referred to another person that you were chatting with. Do you remember who that was?
Yeah, she's 19. Her name is Brenda.
Is that her screen name, or is that her name that she's
Well, I
given you?
believe it's her name, because
Okay.
she also uses it as her screen name.
Just Brenda?
Mm-hmm.
No numbers or?
No.
And that's the 19-year-old you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. From Oklahoma?
No, that one is a 47-year-old.
Okay.
So you don't discriminate as far as how old or young they are?
No.
I'm gonna be right back. I'll step out for a second. I'll
Yeah,
be right back.
Is there a chance I can get a glass of water?
yeah, I'll take care of that for you in a few minutes. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just wanting to know what's going to happen from here.
Well,
You
at
gonna
this
go down to
point,
the jail.
we're
You gonna get
to-
put in a cell with Tyrone. He gonna fuck you in the ass, and your asshole gonna hurt. And they ain't gonna give you no preparation H, because that's not on the approved medication list. Because having an asshole bleed technically is not a lethal thing. You know what I mean? So you ain't gonna get a new asshole installed today or tomorrow, but we might get around to it for a couple 10 years from now or whatever, whenever we feel like giving you the new asshole treatment.
right up your side.
Yes, it is the same lady from yesterday, Lucas.
And we're gonna
New assholes
get
for
transported
everyone.
to the local jail.
Step right up and
And then
claim your
They'll
new
process
eye
you
hole.
there, and then you'll have an arraignment and set your
Has
bail.
Bluetooth
I don't know,
4.0.
Maybe Monday before that happens or later. So you're gonna be spending the night at least.
So will I Well, will I be able to, well, the two main questions I have is, am I gonna be able to attend church tomorrow? And am I gonna be able to go back to work on Monday?
You're not going to be going to church tomorrow.
Okay, I can live with that.
I don't know about work. That's going to depend on when you're arraigned and when your bail's set. So I can't make any promises on that.
Okay.
That's an unknown right now.
One of my most important questions. I know I did something wrong. Okay, I admit that.
You admit that you came to see a 13-year-old and have sex with them.
Yeah. And I feel bad about it. I can't explain it, but I know I did something wrong. And what I'm driving at is my sister going to be notified about this?
Not unless you tell her.
Okay, so you have no reason to bring my sister into this situation?
We'd like to take a look at your computer if you wanted to give us consent to do that.
Don't do it.
You know, we...
Does it have to be at the residence, or can I bring it somewhere for you guys to do what
Well,
you
you're
want
going to
to?
be in jail. So, you know, we would have to be able to get access to that computer. You know, are you the only one that uses the computer? Or does your sister use it as well?
That computer is mine. She has her own.
And it's in your room?
Yeah.
On the basement level of the house? And you say she has a computer?
She has her own laptop that she uses.
A laptop?
Yeah.
And where does she keep it?
On the main
In
floor.
her ass.
Either in her office or out in the living room.
Okay.
Directly up the ass. In her hole.
What I was driving at is, it seems that she is going to find out, because if you have to have access to the computer, you have to go to the residence to do it.
Right. Well, there's different ways to deal with this, and I mean, if you want to cooperate, you know, and give us consent to look at your computer, you know, we'll gladly take your consent to do so.
I'm trying to kind of build my life
Hey,
back
Cuckoo,
again.
how you doing, buddy?
I know this is a big setback.
Yeah.
Ah, this one's kind of boring, to be honest, but
you're doing the right thing.
whatever.
But
You're facing
You
it
ain't got,
head
not all of them
on,
are going to be
and,
winners, right?
You know, that's the way to deal
what
with things.
I'm wanting not to do is have to explain any of this to my sister. I'm not trying to keep anything
Not all of them
from
are going to be
her, but
winners.
I'm trying to turn my life around. I'm trying to recuperate.
Gotta do
from
it for
my
completionist
divorce
sake, though.
and, get on my feet financially and otherwise.
Why are you fearful for your sister to find out?
Well, I'm trying to, I'm getting back into church, and she and I are bonding now, and we never did bond before. We had a hard life, and if
Not an excuse. Hard life is not an
I
excuse
think
for
I'm
being a
gonna
pedo.
lose her love and her trust if she finds out what I did and why I did it.
I'm sure she will.
That's kind of why I was.
You know, I can't promise you that she's not going to find out.
Okay.
You know, that's a part of you having to deal with
All right, I'm going to be real.
moving forward and
This is boring as fuck. Let's go on to the next one. Someone in chat, Insanity Pepper's throwing me a bunch of names in chat that of different ones. What we'll do is well, I'm not going to stop the stream or anything. I can just cut it. I'll just edit it in post to make this into 2 separate episodes. I'm sorry, but this one is so boring that I have nothing to add to it beyond the dude just said, "Don't tell my sister," but like, there's nothing fucking happening. Like, there's really nothing happening with this one, and this guy just kind of, you know, he didn't do anything. I mean, like, he never showed up at the house and all. I don't know why he has so many damn views, because there's nothing special about this episode. So I hope you enjoyed this segment, and hopefully, if Insanity Pepper is still there, he, she, it, whatever, will tell me a good one so we can make this stream really pop off. And I'll just rename it as we change it over. Do Tim Kine, is it Kane? Kane will be the